Testing, testing, testing.
All right, I'm going back. Check it
That's
out.
what I'm doing too. I'm looking at testing, testing, testing. Yep, we have audio.
You had it muted.
What do you have it muted on?
That's a
Streamlabs. This specific device is muted for some reason.
it's a new scene. That way, when we get stuff, yeah, we're evolving
Mm-hmm.
on the Nomad Gamers. So as we evolve, everybody's going. Well, you don't have to, but if you're watching us, you're going to see that we're getting better in our craft, which I think is amazing. So as long as we get better in our craft, that's all that really matters. Hey, Fireball,
What's up?
bring down your lid by a little bit.
Why? Nobody can. We've got it set up that way, right?
I'm just saying a little bit. I'm not saying much. Now back to what we were doing. Hey, we got 3 viewers. Whoever's watching, thank you. If you would,
Pre-production.
yeah, you're just seeing the pre-production right now. We're just kind of free flowing with everything.
So, from what I've picked up so far, is we've got 5 things we can talk about relatively quickly, and then we've got the in-depth analysis we can do on the TV show.
Yeah, that's fine.
Scientists, if you could. Back behind the curtain are 2 Fallout themed.
Sugar bombs and some other
Yeah,
things.
it's sugar bombs and yum yum deviled eggs back there. Can you go grab those?
Oh,
We're at least gonna keep the packaging of those, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's it. And then there should be a yum yum deviled egg back there.
I think you got it.
Yeah,
Didn't
he's
you hold
got it.
up too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can only see one. Just handle
Just put them over there with him for now. Okay, just so everybody out there knows, True Scientist is over here right now. You can't hear him, you can't see him, and that's why you keep seeing a shadow in front of me.
It's just the shadow man. That's all.
Yeah, he is he is working our audio right now, trying to make sure that we sound good because we haven't been happy with our audio in the last couple weeks, and
He's the only one smart enough to be able to fix it for us.
well, right now, yeah. Our audio guy doing what he does best.
And as Godfather says, still owes him a steak dinner.
Yep.
Honestly, I probably should too. I can't really see that because of the light. There you go.
Trying to keep the glare off of my glasses, and
I know. I'm trying to keep the glare off of it too.
if you tip them up, it'll do wonders. Oh shit! I forgot my goddamn water over there. Oh well.
Oh, you can't see that. Oh. Yeah.
The only thing I don't have vision on. Let me see. Oh, I do have vision on it.
Those are just going to go there for now.
Uh, yeah, I think I could do it this way.
Well, I know you don't like steak, but that's something you're going to have to talk to him about.
Hey, Muggle. All right, cool. I can. I got it set up just right to where I can see all of the chats. There is no more assigning chats out to whomever,
All right.
which is cool. I'm just gonna have to make sure I get all this put back the way it is before Sweet Kitty Pie comes out
Mm-hmm.
and has my gluteus maximus for lunch.
All right, well, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2
So
minutes.
so real quick
What's that?
for pre-production, uh, just so you kind of know what we're talking about. Star Wars, that pod racing thing, they just
Okay, I'll just wait until we go into production.
okay.
I'd rather react live than hear about it. Yeah. So
All right.
all right, one more puff before we go. There is no way I'm able to say your name. 100. Thank you for the comments. We do appreciate it.
Where are they commenting at?
Over on TikTok.
Hey there, guys.
Oops, I forgot I had my sound on.
Fireball, have
What's up?
you shared to the Nomad Gamers page?
I have not yet. Nope.
Okay. We are kicking off right now. What is going on, Nomad Nation? It is Saturday, which means it is time for the Nomad Gaming Podcast, where myself and my two co-hosts, we have a lot of fun reporting on the gaming industry as we see it for the week. Next to me, you see the famous Fireball 123 Day. And everyone probably already sees we're missing one member of the party. Crest Rider had something else going on today. So he had to excuse himself outside of the Nomad Gamers, which happens. We all have personal lives. So we will catch up with Crest Rider come next Saturday. If you are watching us over on Facebook, I want to say thank you very much. You have found the home of the Nomad Gamers. What I need you to do, I need you to go hit that follow button. I need you to turn on your notifications. That way, every time we come live at you, you are being notified. We are only 7 followers away from Saturdays going to strictly Nomad Gamers. If you are watching us on YouTube, I want to say thank you. You have found, again, the home of the Nomad Gamers. I need you to do 3 things for YouTube. I need you to go over there by Fireball, just below his arm there. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Somewhere in between us, you're going to see a heart and you're going to see a thumbs up. I need you to smash all 3 of those and turn on your notifications. What that will do for you is when I go live every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, along with Tuesdays and Thursdays, you are being notified and you're able to watch. If you're watching on any of my personal social medias, that's Godfather for Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok Live, I want to say thank you very much. If you're not a follower, I encourage you to please hit that follow button. Also, be kind. Give us a like. It's real easy. Just boop. There you go. It's just a real quick boop and the live. We know you're not going to stay for the entire thing, and that is okay with us. But just give us a like on your way out the door. That helps us out tremendously. So I think I've got all the social medias out of the way. What do you say, Fireball?
I think you did a good job.
Outstanding. So with that, Fireball, take us away.
All right. So from the looks of it, we've got 2 new games that we've got new details about. One of them being the Star Wars Galactic Racers. We finally got our. I think we finally got our first gameplay trailer of it. We'll have that linked in our Nomad Gamers Facebook page. So if you guys want to watch it, you can go see it. From what I've seen from it and from what I watched, I like it. It honestly, A, graphics look amazing. B, gameplay looks pretty good. It kind of follows like. Did you ever play the Burnout games at all?
I might have.
It follows the fact that you can crash into other pod racers or other ships like that, and it has a cinematic crash camera, kind of like what Burnout has.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of rubbing his races in this game.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm very excited to see.
So let me ask this question real quick. Is it almost like Mario Kart and Sonic World Racing?
No, because there are no power. From what I saw, there are no power ups and stuff into it, It's more aligned. Again, it's more aligned like Burnout. Like
Okay.
Burnout Paradise, any other Burnout you play, it kind of more aligns with that, but under like a Star Wars franchise tag.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
The other one we're going to be talking about is this one just got mentioned. I don't know if there's a release date yet. I'm still reading the article, trying to look at it.
What is it?
There's going to be a new John Wick game.
Oh, never mind.
Um,
I thought it was something exciting there for a minute, but it's just John Wick.
you say that like it's not something that people have been wanting.
What?
The release date for John Wick has yet to be revealed. Saber Interactive added the name to its current working title. As far as we know, the platforms that this John Wick game are going to be coming to are PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. We're going to be, from what we know from the storyline, is it's going to be set several years before he accomplished the impossible task that earned him his freedom. So that's going to be taking place several years before the first movie.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Which,
Whatever. I personally don't like the games that jump around in the timeline. And that's always been one of my critiques of other games who do it. They have a lore, they have a timeline, and instead of moving forward on stuff that we don't know and we would like to explore, or they start the game out at the end of the goddamn timeline, and then we end up going backwards. And I'll give a great example about that is Red Dead Redemption, that series. The original Red Dead took place before Red Dead 2. And now you have rumors, and that's all they are. They're just rumors, and I'm not saying that they're true or false, but it's just what I've read, is that Red Dead 3 may be the gang forming. I just don't like games that goes back in time. I would rather start off at the beginning of their timeline for their lore and explore our way through.
but that's the thing is, and I know you got your opinion and I've got mine with this.
Yeah.
But the thing that I enjoy the most is the fact that people have been wanting more information about what the impossible task was or what he did before he got out. The movies that follow, uh, there are what, 4 John Wicks out there right now?
I couldn't tell you. That's not my cup of tea when it comes to video games
But
or movies.
the first John Wick takes place after he finished the impossible task and after he's out. And it is just briefly mentioned what he had to do in order to get out. And we've always wanted more clarity and more context of what he had to do. The fact that they're actually making a game out of it and like adding detail to what he did, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Like that would be a great plot point for John Wick.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I'm not for it, but
But-
what I'm saying is that it irritates me when they jump around the freaking timeline.
Right, I understand that, but I will say, and this is where I'm giving Saber Interactive brownie points with this is they are not making the game like they're not making the game in between movies. It's taking place well before what the movies have already shown, and they're not going to have to retcon anything.
Yeah, yeah. That's always a plus.
So from what I've seen on the gameplay is it's going to be a third-party action adrenaline fueled gung fu style gameplay. Maybe a roguelike, I don't know. All I know is it's fully third person and it's supposed to have a lot of John Wick-esque things to it. As for the man who plays John Wick, Keanu Reeves, Saber Interactive has confirmed that Reeves is not only voicing John Wick to provide his likeness, he has been working a long time alongside the game production and been doing the animation for John Wick as well.
Okay, cool.
So it's good to know that they're actually bringing back Keanu Reeves to play the role. So those are the 2 games that we have got more information on. One thing that we got to talk about, we know we just discussed the Game Awards for
Oh Lord.
2025. However, for 2026 Game of the Year, DICE has renominated Claire Obscure Expedition 33 to be a part of Game of the Year for 2026.
Why? Like, that don't make any sense to me. Now, I thought there was a timeline on Game of the Year.
I thought so too. That's why I was confused when I read about it.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
What did you do? What did you do?
I started playing footsie with True Scientist. I thought it was just the well, people out there, you can't see this, but we have a leg rest over here in between myself and Fireball. And I thought what I was doing was I was scratching the top of my foot and the ball of my foot on it. And once I started figuring out it was moving, I was like, what the hell? And I looked down and it was True Scientist's leg. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
say wrong.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has been declared Game of the Year by the 2026 DICE Awards. So
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. Hold on.
I don't understand. Like the old saying goes, I don't compute.
I'm looking at it. Give me just a second.
One.
So it looks like the DICE Awards were held about a day ago.
Okay.
And they had their own list of winners on there. So looking at it, I think this is for just 2026, but the games that came out in 2025, this is just the first round of awards. So looking at it for the DICE Awards, Outstanding Achievement in Animation went to South of Midnight. Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction went to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Outstanding Achievement in Character went to Ghost of Yotai with Atsu. Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition, which this one actually surprises me, went to Ghost of Yotai.
Well, wasn't that the one where we were surprised at the Golden Joystick and the other game award that it didn't go that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Outstanding Achievement in Audio Design went to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Outstanding Achievement in Story went to Expedition 33. Outstanding Technical Achievement went to Death Stranding 2. Action Game of the Year went to Hades 2. Adventure Game of the Year went to Ghost of Yotai. Family Game of the Year went to Lego Party. Fighting Game of the Year went to Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Okay.
Racing Game of the Year went to Mario Kart World.
No, duh.
I don't know. Sonic Racing's Cross Worlds was pretty good.
It didn't come out until late.
Yeah.
So I think that if it would have came out at the same time as Mario Kart World, now you have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't.
Role-playing Game of the Year went to Expedition 33. Sports Game of the Year went to Rematch. Strategy Sim Game of the Year went to The Alters. Online Game of the Year went to Arc Raiders.
I could see that.
I could see that. Immersive Reality Technical Achievement went to Hotel Infinity. Immersive Reality Game of the Year went to Ghost Town. Outstanding Achievement for an Independent Game went to Blueprints. Mobile Game of the Year went to Persona 5 Phantom X. Outstanding Achievement in Game Design went to Blueprints. Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction went to Expedition 33. And then the overall Game of the Year for DICE 2026 went to Expedition 33.
Okay. Well, okay, I think I understand now. So this, it says 2026, but it was actually for 2025.
Mhm.
All right,
I think what
I
this
understand it
this
now.
is just the last overall 2025 Game Awards. But just since they're set in 2026, that's when it is.
So it's almost like the Super Bowl in like that championship.
Is the 2026 championship.
It's the 2025 championship for the 2025 season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I am tracking. Now I understand where they're coming from. But hey, congrats to all the winners.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't many in there that
Surprised me.
yeah, I think Lego surprised me.
Lego Party.
Yeah, I thought I was going to hear Donkey Kong again, and to not hear that just kind of made me go,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hey, congratulations to every one of them.
Well, I know you guys couldn't see it, but Scientist was sure fist pumping at a few of the ones that won. I think he's a really big fan of Death Stranding too.
Yeah,
Yep, he's
Yep.
over there nodding his head. But moving on, I know we're kind of flying through this because we said we were going to focus on the Fallout TV show,
Yep.
but we do need to cover some of the stuff that is happening.
yeah.
Moving forward, I know a lot of people have already heard about this, but we haven't been able to discuss it yet. Discord and their Face IDs.
Okay, so I'll kind of take the lead on this one and then let Fireball jump in. As I said on Talking Tuesday, this is a very, very sticky situation with Discord because you have two sides and you have a middle ground. Okay, the one side that everybody out there should be able to agree on. It is inherent upon the companies and the gaming community to protect minors. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have the other side of the aisle that says, I'm an adult. Don't treat me like a kid. I get both sides. Here's the common ground. Okay. Common ground is you can't get away from either one. When you are a company that is multinational, you are then forced to abide by multiple countries' laws. And as I said on Talking Tuesday, just because Americans uh, enjoy the freedom of speech and the freedom of expression and all the other freedoms that we have, other countries don't. What might fly in Australia does not fly in America. What might fly in Great Britain doesn't fly in Australia and to the United States.
And vice
So
versa,
yeah. So this company's under a lot of stress. Now, when it came out, I told everybody on Talking Tuesday that the Nomad Gamers had quote unquote an emergency uh,
Meeting.
text meeting over text messaging where we discussed everything. I can tell you right now, I am not giving them my government ID, and I am not submitting to a facial scan to approximate my age. I'll let AI do that. One of the things that concerns me personally is them getting hacked like they did. I think it was like what 70 million. It was
Something
a
like that.
substantial
It
number.
was something like that,
Yeah.
and it was a data breach of
Yeah, data.
70 million users.
So, with that being said, and with our Discord and what we do with it, there is no need for us to go through those steps. What they may or may not blur out, what they may or may not do, we all three of us sat down and we came to a conclusion that it's not going to affect us. It just isn't.
Well, piggybacking off of what God's Father said, is when I looked at the article talking about what the changes were going to be for Discord moving forward, if you don't submit to either a face scan or showing ID, is you will have limited. It's going to be limited DM access.
And I don't DM.
No, the only time I ever DM is when I'm asking friends if they want to play games or not, or any NSFW channels that you have in a
Server.
server will not be accessible unless you can provide your age.
We're the Nomad Gamers. We don't have either one of those two.
No.
So for us, it makes no difference. But we do have a plan B. We're not disclosing plan B. We will let you know if plan B needs to happen. But as of right now, we are kind of the group that's going to ride the middle line, and we're going to ride this out. We're going to see where it takes us. But hey, Discord, we're sticking with you, baby. We're sticking with Discord.
Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't have said it any better than you, God's Father. Thank you for taking that one over because
Yeah.
I was kind of lost for words.
Well, let me ask you this question, Fireball. And a lot of gamers out there who are complaining about this global setting change from Discord. You are much like I am when it comes down to uh, live streaming to multiple sites, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I always tell everybody, what is acceptable on TikTok may or may not be acceptable on Kick or on Twitch or on Facebook or on Instagram or on X or on Blue Sky or on whatever app we find ourselves on. So at any given time, it is on us as the content creator, on us as the Nomad Gaming uh, nation, I guess you want to say, community, to, and it comes down to one thing: act right.
But I mean,
Act right. Don't act a fool.
here's the devil's advocate that I like to play when thinking about stuff like this, especially when it comes to having to present ID.
Yeah.
It should not have to fall on the gaming company or the apps that are being used to govern what children can or cannot see. First and foremost, it should be the parents' responsibility to know what their kids are doing.
Yeah, but you see, okay.
And hold on,
Okay.
and looking and YouTube actually kind of did it best the way I see it. They have a YouTube app, and you have to you can navigate pretty well on the normal YouTube app, but there's also a variant just for kids.
Here's the problem with that. Okay. And I have read this from every single direction. For, against, need more information, and it's just the middle of the line. And I agree with this statement. With most of the other sites out there, you can put your birthday in there, and if you need to put your birth date as whatever 18 years ago from today is, they do it.
Oh no, yeah,
Or they drop their age to where they can get in there. And like I said on Talking Tuesday, we always bash on Roblox because of the disgusting uh, actions that are going on their servers. I have to tip my hat to Discord. They're trying. They're trying.
no, I'm not tipping my. I'm not
Yeah.
saying they're not trying. I'm
I
just
know.
saying when it comes to stuff like this, my stance has always been parents need to be able to not necessarily keep track of their kids,
Mhm.
but be able to keep an eye on what they're doing. I'm not saying be a helicopter parent, look over their shoulder, monitor them 24/7. But if they talk about, hey, I'm on watching stuff on YouTube, or hey, I'm on Discord, or hey, whatever, instead of just allowing them to go freely and do whatever, have some sort of option or have some sort of setting to have parental
Okay,
locks on it.
let me ask you this, and I'm going to disclose something that pretty much everybody already freaking knows. Okay,
Mhm.
let's just be honest. All right, did any of that work for you when you were growing up?
Actually, yeah, it did.
No,
Because
wait.
there have been some times. Hold on. Let me tell this story. There have been some times where I thought I got away with it, just for you guys to come in and be like, "We know you were doing this."
Yeah, because you'd slip up somewhere along the way.
Mhm.
We found a breadcrumb, and your mother would come and say, "Hey, were you on my device looking at this?" No, I got my own device. And
Mhm.
then we would track it down between you and your sisters.
Or when I wasn't allowed to play GTA 5 growing up,
Yep.
but somehow you managed to know when I was playing GTA 5.
Yep.
I mean,
There's ways parents can find out, but here's the thing, okay? Here is the absolute bottom line up front, okay? As a company and in the world that we live in today, without getting into politics, without getting into any of that other crap that I try and get away from when I go play video games,
there's a deal.
there is the kitty. Uh, you can't have a one size fit all, and you can't make an assumption. So I tip my hat to Discord. Thank you for doing something. That's all we can ask you to do. You're not
And,
you're
yeah.
not going to make everybody happy with whatever way you went. Because if you did nothing, you're going to have the crowd that says, "Oh, they did nothing." And then you're going to have the other side going, "Yay." And then when you do something, you got the one side going, bring it down just a little bit. You got the one side going, "Whoa, too much." And you got the other side saying, "Thank you." So
Mhm.
you're never going to win. I'm just very pleased with them because they made a decision and they ran with it.
Mhm.
And for me, I would rather be safe than sorry. So my hat's off. And that's why, in case anyone out there wanted to know, the three co-hosts of the Nomad Gamers, we all have an equal vote. There's three of us, can never be a tie, and everything has to be unanimous. And that's why I cast my vote to stay on Discord, and it went unanimous, just so everyone out there knows, doesn't knock on Fireball or Crest Rider. We all voted to stay on
Mhm.
Discord, unless something catastrophic comes down the line and happens. But yeah, I tip my hat to them. I mean, you can't trust anybody anymore. You just can't. So keep your guard up until they prove that you can let your guard down. And for a company like Discord, there is no such thing as trusting anyone to let your guard down because litigation comes quick. So, what is the next topic? Because I do not want to talk about real life stuff on the Nomad Gamers.
So the last thing before we start, what are you doing?
Knowing
She's
that
like
cat,
trying to dig
yeah,
into my armpit.
yeah.
So the last thing that that was followed or that I found, and we're going to be talking outside the United States with this,
Yep.
is over in the UK. I don't know if it's just the UK or if it's the European Union as a whole, but Sony has rolled out something to where you can now rent a PlayStation 5.
You know what? You know what?
Here's this is the thing that I feel about it. It is like I think it said $9.95 a month in pounds sterling or whatever, euros, whatever. But
It'd be pounds.
it'd be pounds. Okay. Um, I don't like it. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't. But see, here's the thing you have to do, Fireball.
it's not a rent to own type of thing though. It's
Okay.
just purely rent.
But here's what
And the thing that really upsets me about that is it is a way for the company, whether it be Sony, whether it be another company who owns a PlayStation, to now take away from the consumer. So let's just say hypothetically, Amazon. Amazon buys up the entire stock of PlayStations, of
Okay.
PS6s that come out.
Okay.
And now they say, okay, in order to be able to play the new GTA 7, because Lord knows it's probably going to be another 15 years before we get another GTA,
It'll
if
be
we
longer.
get another GTA, okay? You have to rent a PlayStation from us in order to be able to play this game. And now you're taking away the buying power away from the consumer, and now they have to rely on something.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna say something. Don't get upset with me, please don't. And if Crest Rider was here, he'd be chomping at the bit too, because we both remember this. They're doing nothing new. This happened in America too. When the original NES came out, okay, I'm going to be citing my age here, and everyone else who's about my age as a gamer will remember this. You could go out to your local supermarket, you can go out to your local Blockbuster, you can go out to your family movie night or your family movie or whatever it was called, and you could walk in and they had a whole section dedicated to games.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember them renting out the system?
I do actually, because there was I forget what it was.
I never rented one.
I forget what it was called. It was
Wasn't me.
like a family video or whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm
was
sure you
on here.
remember the store, but you don't remember going in and renting a video game or renting the video game console because that never happened. And I'll tell you,
I remember having to rent the games, not rent the console now.
well, that there was Netflix back when they had the disc, and it would come. You'd keep it for however long you wanted.
Oh, you mean
set it back.
Redbox?
No, it was Netflix. It was before Redbox. But anyways, so yeah, this is nothing new. And I kind of figured we would be going back to something like this with the price of the consoles. I'm shocked that it hasn't happened in the good old US of A yet. I'm not shocked that it has come back. So while I agree with what you say, I also don't. I'm not surprised by that content.
But
I'm just not.
here's the thing that like I can understand renting it because right now a normal PS5 goes for what? $450, $500,
$447.
something like that. Okay,
That's from Walmart, by the way.
and the average console lifespan is what? 6 to 8 years.
Maybe 10, depending on how you
Mm-hmm.
depending on how you take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be up to 10 years. By the way, Crest Rider is watching, and he says, I do remember that. Talking about the
Console rentals.
console rentals and whatnot. But yeah, about 10 years. What really gets you is the controllers. The
Mhm.
controllers go out depending on how much you game and how violently you treat your remotes, and it all depends on what game is how violent you get with your remotes.
Well, remember,
But
GameStop has now started that program called Ditch the Rubbers, where you can turn in your old stick drift
Yeah.
controllers for I think it was credit.
But how long is that going to be?
Right.
I mean,
But here's the thing: is like the point I'm trying to make is an average console costs about $500. An average lifespan of a console, what?
well, okay, here. What is it over there?
Well,
That's what you gotta look
You
at.
would think it would be about the same, though, right?
No.
I'm talking lifespan, not actual.
Oh, I thought you were talking money.
No.
Lifespan would be the same.
Okay, but still, looking at it on the fact of, and I don't know the prices over there. I apologize. I'm a little
He's a little naive when it comes to working out currency and figuring out doing the conversions. But
mhm.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's almost the same. Okay, theirs seems higher because that's just the way it is, but it's not. Once you convert it back to USD,
Mhm.
it lines up pretty well with it.
Okay, but here's the hypothetical. Back to my hypothetical.
It'll never happen.
Hold on. And this is why I'm like, because it's just rent. It's not rent to own.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you rent your PS5 for 5 years.
Yep.
The total amount of the PS5 is $500.
Yep.
Just hypothetically. And you are renting that PS5 for $10 a month.
Yep.
You are, after that 5 years, you are overpaying for having that PS5 then, instead of
that
buying it
is
outright.
exactly what they're looking for. That's with any rental. That is literally with any rental out there. If you are renting something, you're not just renting it. So let's go with your dollar amount, $10, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they've actually figured it in at, let's say, $6 a month, okay? The extra $4 on there is their profit, is to keep their business afloat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way with the house, same way with whatever you rent or any other business out there. You're looking to make approximately 33% profit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me where the 33% came from. It just seems like everywhere I look at it, that's what I see. But I really don't see an issue with that because if you want to rent it, then go rent it. I've always been, I don't care what people do.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not doing it.
And here's my take on it.
You already told us your take.
The take I have is I don't have a problem with renting, but there should be a rent to own program on top of it.
No.
And again,
It's
we can have conflicting opinions about that, but
Yeah.
that's the opinion I have. Is I would like there not only if there's a rent program, there should be a rent to own program as well.
Depends on how the company is set up. It really does. But if you have a rent to own, then the company is just slitting their own throat for something like that. And that's why you don't see that kind of an operation too much in America. when it comes down to video games or TVs or stuff like that.
Okay. No. You've got my cord wrapped around you. You're going to pull this entire thing down. And then we're not going to have any audio because it's all broken.
Yep, the headmistress is doing headmistress stuff. All right, so
Well, now we're on to the Fallout TV show, season 2.
well, let's do what I'm dreading.
And what's that?
Think we have some stuff to try.
Oh, I was going to say we can.
Yeah, let's just get it out of the way now.
All right.
That way, if it waters my damn eyes, then I'll have plenty of time to recover. Hey, scientist, would you walk right over there and grab me a water?
Yeah, grab me one too. All right. So first off, they look like gummies.
What are they?
It looks like eggs.
What is it? I'm not gonna look over there.
I'm getting there. All right, give me a second. So if you've played Fallout, you know there are certain food.
Oh, good lord! Spit it out.
There are certain food brands within the show. Okay. So the first one we're going to be trying, and Sweet Kitty found these for us and was like, "Oh, here's something for you guys to be able to do for fun." All right. And if he wants, scientists can do it with us because there's plenty here to try.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
First off, we've got, I don't know, you can see
There, right there.
Yum Yum brand gummy eggs.
Gummy eggs. Here we go.
They are inspired by the Yum Yum deviled eggs in the game.
Ooh, I hope this is good.
So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see them. Let me take it out of the package real quick. They got some sort of sweet smell to them.
I only want one, you daffy mother. All right, let's see this thing. Oh, Lord
Oh,
Almighty.
scientists, you try one. They're all right. They're right there. It tastes like yogurt.
Really not a lot of taste to it.
Honestly, I think it tastes like Greek yogurt. We're definitely gonna have to save one for Sweet Kitty for her to try. I mean, there's still plenty there, but
That's something I could probably get down on because I can't place the taste.
I think it tastes like Greek yogurt.
Well, that's good because I don't eat Greek yogurt all that much. It's smooth. It's not choking me up. It does have a fruity taste to it.
Yeah, Sweet Kitty cannot try these.
Oh, she can't.
Nope.
It has wheat in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Sweet Kitty. This is one that you can't.
It says in bold letters,
Okay.
may contain peanuts, tree nuts, milk, soy, wheat, eggs, and sesame.
Yep. Nope. So I will say this: it is good.
Go ahead and put that up there.
It ain't bad. If you see it, go get it. What's next?
Next, we've got Sugar Bombs breakfast cereal.
This is the one I'm kind of worried about.
Again, buy the Sugar Bombs breakfast cereal in the game. There's that. I don't.
The glare.
They're vacuum sealed, so it's not like they're gonna be stale or anything. Because we got these 5 months ago,
Yeah, it's
something like that. It's been a while.
We just haven't had a chance to do it.
And that's you can't really see.
No, they can't really see. All right, pass them over here. Let's see what we got.
I'm not gonna say anything until he eats some.
I don't want that many. All right, down the hatch she goes.
Tastes like any other breakfast cereal, doesn't it? Maybe more on the sweeter side, scientist. I mean, honestly, it's got that golden graham taste to it.
It does. It's a little fluffier. I don't know. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
No, not bad at all. I give them both passing grades.
Yeah, they are a bit sweet. I will say
Oh
that.
yeah, very sweet. You're diabetic, this might not be for you. But before we get into season 2, this is Fallout related. Might have been a month ago that I reported on the tabletop game for Fallout. Was it about a month ago, Fireball?
And I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, Fallout took their universe over to the tabletop games. If you were watching Thirsty Thursday, you would have seen that I had Nerd Headquarters. I had one of their T-shirts on. Well, I went over there to go and do a little reconnaissance and to go see what they had. And they're like a one of a kind game store in our area. By the way, if you're in the Quad Cities area, head on over to Davenport, Iowa. Go look them up. They're up by North Park Mall. Terrific people. But anyways, they have a Fallout tabletop game. They got the box set, and they also have stuff that is hasn't arrived yet. They're just advertising for it. So I think here real soon you might see some right behind me.
I mean, there is one thing that I've been scouring, trying
What's
to
that?
find for Godfather. So one of the big things, Godfather, and you can help me out trying to find him too if you really want. One of the things Godfather always did in every single goddamn game
What?
was find all the bobbleheads.
Yeah, I got bobbleheads right up there. Or
Well,
no, I don't. They're in the other room.
nope,
I haven't brought them over yet.
they're in my hand.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't see because somebody's in my way with the big TV.
Nah, you're fine, scientist. But
Sure.
so I have been trying because I believe they were sold at Target for the longest time.
Yep. What are you
So
looking for?
I have been trying to find every single one of. You can't really see it because
Turn it to the side.
of the light.
Yeah, there you go.
The Fallout, every single Fallout bobblehead. Right now, I believe we have.
There's more on the other side.
Right now, we have Repair, Perception, and Endurance. Those
Yep.
are the 3 we've got right now.
There's more on the other side.
Oh yeah, there's way more on the other side.
Yep.
And you're gonna be the only one that knows this because I don't even know it off the top of my head. How many bobbleheads are there in the game to collect? Isn't it like 20, 24?
No, I think you're high.
Too high? 12?
No, you're too low.
18?
Jesus Christ, would you give me a second? Crash Rider, I know you're on there, buddy. I know you're still watching.
Hold on, I can always look it up too.
Yeah, look it up. I think we're in the 20s, but I don't think it's mid 20s. Maybe 21, maybe
20.
20.
20 exactly. 20 unique bobbleheads found in Fallout 4. How many there are in all the other ones?
Well, the reason why I couldn't remember is because in 76 you can find the same ones over and over and over again.
Mhm.
So who knows? But yeah, so I'm going to be looking into the tabletop game for Fallout. One thing that most people, well, actually none of you all know because we haven't said nothing about it. We are going to start looking into Warhammer 40K, aren't we? For Fireball. Not really looking into it. Fireball has a lot of information about it. I am learning it, and I am also going to start looking into or learning that card game Magic too, because at the end of the day, yeah, I saw that look. At the end of the day, we are the Gnomad Gamers, and Nomad means you really don't have a home.
Well, and I will say,
We need a wide breadth.
my tabletop game variety, I don't know that much about for Warhammer 40K. However, I have played a lot of the Space Marines, and now I have just started playing Space Marines too.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna have to give me a minute to get caught up with the lore over there.
Oh, we're going to be taking that Fireball. We're taking our act on the road.
Oh, I know.
We're taking our act. We're going to pack the Shire up. I'm going to throw your little ass in my car, in the little clown car, and down the road we go.
All right. Well, let's move on to talking about the season 2, shall we? Now that
Yeah.
it is fully wrapped up and we have a little bit more time to be able to talk about it over the entire, what was it, 8 episodes?
I believe so.
First off, I will say, just 8 episodes.
I really think this. Okay, I'm okay with the 8 episodes. I am, because I really feel like the end was setting us up for Colorado.
I will say yes. It has set us up pretty well, but I'm talking about back in the day when when you had a season of a TV
Back in the
show,
day. Just wanted to point that out.
when you had a season of a TV show that was probably 12 or more episodes.
Okay, let me ask you this question: were they handcuffed?
I mean, there were plenty of other POIs that they could have gone to since they were in the New Vegas area. Did they show Novak? Or was that Nipton or Novak? I think it was the one with the dinosaur. That was Nipton, right?
I think so. But here's what I'm saying, though. Okay, here's what I'm saying is, and it's no secret out there that I despise Fallout Season 1. I absolutely hate it. Okay? Season 2, at least in my opinion, redeemed this TV show.
Right.
For
But
me.
here's what I'm trying to say, though, is, they follow into New Vegas. New Vegas is a very wide open area.
It's not so wide open.
And POI wise, it is.
Where
Okay.
can they go?
They could have went to Jacobstown. They could have went to Helios 1. They could have went to Prim. They could have went to Good Springs. They
Oh.
could have.
No, they couldn't have went to Good Springs. They couldn't go.
Why not?
Is that a part of the lore from the video game? Because Todd Howard said they were not going to mess with the lore of the video game.
They didn't have to. Good Springs. They didn't have to mess with the lore of Good Springs or with the end. They said they didn't want to canonize any ending in Fallout.
And they
If
did.
Good Springs was still there, no matter what you did.
I truly think that because of where they started the Fallout TV show at, that it made the most sense to go to New Vegas second. And I think it was to get people hyped and excited to come back and play their games. Okay? Specifically, New Vegas.
No, and I totally understand that. But what I'm trying to say is there are so many other POIs that weren't really that
They-
couldn't have sold the story that they could have used to kind of, I wouldn't say
Okay. So let me ask you this.
episodes, but to kind of expand on it more.
So let me ask you this. Would that have made good viewership?
Honestly, I think so.
Because they set up season 2 in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you go to Good Springs? How would you incorporate that into the TV show? The Ghoul and Lucy go down there?
Yeah.
Or Maxim goes down there after he flees the Brotherhood?
But here's the thing. And this is what I was thinking before we had the context of everything that has
Mhm.
happened so far, and we know the death clause from Quarry Junction went into the strip.
Yeah.
Okay. In the game, you have to make that long walk around the map to get to that New Vegas, right? They could have incorporated that entire thing, especially considering the fact that they were already in Nipton.
Well, let me ask you this. What would you have rather seen? The Strip or Good Springs?
They could have incorporated both if they had more
Okay.
episodes. If they had more, this is the entire thing that I'm talking about.
Well,
They could have had more than 8
here's the other thing.
episodes, and they could have incorporated more
Here's
stuff
the
like
other
that
thing.
into it.
It's all about the money. All about the money. All about the time.
I mean,
Because look how long it took them to build the set for New Vegas. Okay? And how, if they would have made any shortcuts in the set of New Vegas,
They already did make a shortcut in the set of New Vegas.
What's that?
They turned the damn dinosaur around.
Then pick it up and turn it back around. Ain't no big deal.
I swear to God, you keep using that same argument against me.
But either way, but what I'm saying is this, okay? For only having really one mistake, there was many others, but that's the biggest one for you. But they had this massive set that they constructed for this TV show within the boundaries of their budget.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, but with every TV show, they do sacrifice something to bring the most entertainment and the most ratings to that TV show.
Again, this is going back to my one gripe with it is more. I would say not even maybe 10 years ago, you had TV shows that had more than 8 episodes a season. The
Yeah.
average TV show had anywhere from 12 to 15 episodes a season.
So
Only having 8 episodes a season, you are literally, even if you're releasing an episode weekly, that's only 2 months worth. Like, you've got so much hype for this TV show, and by the time you're getting to the peak of the hype, oh, we're all out. We're all out of episodes. Sorry, guys.
no, they already told their story. What other story are they going to tell?
I will say they did a good job within the 8 episodes that they had, being able to cover everything from the Legion to the NCR to whatever.
I was kind of disappointed with the NCR, to tell you the honest God truth.
I mean, honestly, they could have.
And let's talk about the NCR real quick.
Okay.
When they first meet the NCR, we see them in what, episode 5?
Episode 4, I believe.
4 or 5, one of the two. One was the Legion, the other one was the NCR.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet the NCR, and refresh me because I could very well be wrong on this,
Mm-hmm.
there was only like 4 people present.
There were only 3, maybe 2 or 3, something like that.
It wasn't more than 4. But then when they march on the strip, they're numbering in the thousands.
We only saw maybe 40 in their like.
But at the very last scene, when Lucy and Maximus are up on the top of 38,
That's the
and
Legion.
they look. Oh no, they're coming from both sides. Go watch it again. They're coming from both sides.
Hold on.
And I believe it was either Maximus or Lucy goes, "Are we about to witness a war?"
Hold on real quick, because
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Hold on, I gotta mute myself. Keep going.
No, there ain't no keep going because I need you here.
Keep talking about it. I'm looking right now.
There is nothing for me to talk about. Like, come on. I thought they did a good job.
I'm not saying they didn't do a good job. That was just one of the things that I was talking about.
But it wasn't in the story. They already had that already written.
No, it's just the Legion. What they have when you are up in when you're up in the Lucky 38 looking down, all you see is the Legion marching towards the strip. That's all you see. You don't see the NCR marching towards them.
Well, you see the NCR marching from the other side, maybe 3 scenes before that.
Yeah, you saw them marching through Freeside when Maximus was fighting the Deathclaws.
Afterwards. They didn't get there while he was fighting them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it was the tail end of the fight.
Because
I thought it was the
this was
courier.
a special. I know this was a special homage to the beginning of New Vegas.
Yep.
When that Ranger shoots the anti-material rifle, takes out the Deathclaw, and it's the same exact way that they did it in the beginning of New Vegas, just not against the Deathclaw.
Yeah. Yep. I thought they did a great job. I do think that in season 3, when they finally link the ghoul up with Lucy and Maximus, because you know those two are going to follow, we could very well see Good Springs. We very well could see some of these sites you were wanting to see as they're exiting the Mojave Wasteland.
I mean, yeah, you could be right.
Very well could. And it very well could be that way because they didn't have that constructed yet because they knew their limit.
I will say one of the biggest things about season 2, and this just goes for the entire TV show in general, the amount of CGI and bringing to life the creatures of the
Oh
wasteland
my God, that was
is
amazing.
beautiful. Season 1 with the Yelgwai, with the Gulper. Was it the Snallygas or the Gulper? I think it was the Gulper.
I couldn't tell you. I was having a hard time swallowing it because that season was.
I mean, you've got
Come on.
dead mole. I'm trying to remember for season 1.
Yeah,
You've
it's been
got
a while.
dead mole rats that are hanging up for like food. You've got
What'd you think of the rad roaches?
those were cool. Rat
Yeah.
roaches were cool. I mean, you've got CGI for super mutants. You've
Hold on. Back to the rad roaches. Sweet Kitty Pie looked at me and she says, I don't remember them doing that in the game. I said, oh, yeah.
doing
I
what,
said-
swarming you like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the whole violent, but like I told her, I said, normally we're able to kill them
With a
pretty-
stomp.
pretty quickly. We're able to take care of that threat very quickly and move on,
But
even at level 1.
that's what I like is it shows like the softness of what pre-war dwellers are supposed to be like. And it was like just watching get folded that quickly by a bunch
They
of
weren't pre-war.
roaches. Yeah, they were.
What, the Vault Dwellers?
Yes.
Yes.
The ones that were thawed out in 31 were pre-war. They were pre-war. They were put in there. Remember what they said? A week ago, they were walking this stuff. They were walking to work at the Vault Tech building.
Oh, you're right.
They were all pre-war
Yep.
assistants.
Wasn't it the other vault
management?
Wasn't it the other vault then that were actual
Yes, 33 were actual
Okay.
dwellers,
Where
except for
Lucy came
Betty, Hank, and Stephanie.
from? Yep.
They were all pre-war as well, but they were thought out.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that goes to show you how soft these pre-war dwellers were.
Yeah.
And it was so. I mean,
We've always known that.
not gonna lie, it was so funny watching those guys get so folded up so quickly.
It was nothing new. Like even the video games showed that.
And
So,
and I will say the way that how violent rad roaches are, that makes a lot of sense too. Because I mean, even if you do get attacked and hit by a rad roach, they're drawing blood. So
yep. Overall, I like season 2.
Mhm.
Overall, there wasn't many
there was
Easter eggs.
actually there were.
I said wasn't many. There was Easter eggs, just not a lot.
The one thing I will say, and this was brought to my attention by somebody on TikTok, talking about how depending on your own ending could have been the way you saw the courier. So, like for instance, that ranger that recreated the beginning of New Vegas, that could have been the NCR courier. Macaulay Culkin playing that Leggett, that could have been the Legion courier.
Very true.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin's in there.
Yeah.
We don't really see much of Yes Man, but
Yeah, he like just. Actually, no, he didn't disappear. He got his ass kicked.
Yes Man.
Oh yeah, we seen him at the beginning. Remember that when he was calling out for Mr. House and he wasn't responding.
That was Victor.
Oh, that was Victor. Okay.
Yes Man's the guy.
I get those two mixed up all the time.
Yes Man's the guy with the big ass smile that can't say no on that Securitron. I don't know if you remember because I know you haven't played New Vegas in a while.
Yeah, we didn't see him at all.
And then like Mr. House, when you were talking to him in episode 8.
Yep.
When he was like, I have been shot, poisoned, hit with a crowbar, beaten with a baseball bat, paying homage to where you could literally quick save, kill Mr. House, quick save, kill him a different way, quick save. It was like that was another cool thing that like they did.
Yep.
It was just there were a lot of cool Easter eggs to it. The other thing that I will say is they did some of their song choices and some of the scenes didn't make any sense. But you can tell that they were trying to add as many Fallout songs into the TV show as they could.
They have to.
It was not gonna lie, I loved hearing Big Iron. I loved hearing Uranium Fever. I loved hearing
But here's the other
the
thing too,
numbers.
Fireball, is it was 15 years in the future. So all the songs that we would have heard during the game would have been quote unquote oldies.
You wanna know what else I wish they would have had in there?
What?
Where the hell was Mr. New Vegas? On the radio. There was no Mr. New Vegas on the radio. I'm just now thinking about that.
Well, they never turned the radio on their Pip-Boy.
Yeah, but there could have been at least one radio playing in like the Atomic Wrangler or, you know,
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't.
the other big Easter egg that I found really great that they made canon. Fisto. Now, honestly, at first it didn't register with me until all of a sudden the snake oil salesman was like, "Oh, if you want to watch us, you're gonna have to pay." And I went, "Oh, I know who that is now."
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god, that was so great. And it's like this is the thing that I don't like about critics talking about this is they're like, you know, being a post-apocalyptic wouldn't be this cheesy or funny. And it was like if you've ever played the Fallout games, you know this is the type of humor that they play with.
And it's actually worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep,
The other thing I wish they would have shown
is what?
the powder gangers.
Yeah, they could have ran across
They,
them or
they could have
mentioned them.
Yeah, they could have, you know, at least somebody wearing a powder gangers uniform, or at least mention them, because I know in the game you've got that NCR prison that where they're pretty much holed out of. I know they couldn't show that because then you'd be able to kind of break off what was what, but there was. You know, you could have showed the powder gangers. You could have shown the fiend. Yeah, you could have shown the fiends. You could have shown whatever, but there was some stuff that they left out.
All right, so let me get. I've seen a lot of this on TikTok too, but I want to get your opinion. What season do you think we're going to get the Easter egg for 5?
I don't know. I really don't because, you know, I was thinking about it at first, talking about how they could be setting up Colorado for 5,
They're not.
but they're not. Because the thing is if you remember, Vault Zero is in Colorado. So they're trying to tie in Vault. They're gonna bring Vault Zero in.
They got a finite number of vaults.
But Vault Zero was always some sort of super management, like that's where the CEO of Vault Tech is at,
Yeah,
etc.
But at the same time, we have always said this when we talked about Fallout,
There's
is
what,
that
121 vaults,
something like that,
something like that. Yeah.
and most of them are destroyed. But because of all the experiments, but they really got to. And maybe the TV show is going to canonize more that we didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is
this
is their way of expanding what they can do by filling in gaps that we don't know yet,
yeah,
and helping us with the game lore as well.
and that's the other thing that kind of like I wish they would have shown, but I can understand why they didn't. They didn't show some of the vaults that were in New Vegas, like the Overgrowth Vault with all the fauna and stuff.
Again, how would you incorporate it? Because they weren't really exploring.
No, they
They
weren't.
were on a beeline for chasing what's his name down.
Yeah.
So it really didn't fit into their story, and I get it. 122.
122.
One-
There were 122 vaults.
Yep.
Okay. But what I'm saying though is they could have had, you know,
But you're going off of the mindset.
you're talking about just Lucy and the Ghoul. I'm talking about how Thaddeus and Maximus walking around somewhere could have stumbled upon this vault and not realized it, or what have you. But I'm just saying, like, there are some cool things they could have incorporated into it, but they didn't.
Well, here's the thing, and you're looking at it through the lens of a Fallout New Vegas fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking through it as the same lens, and most who played the Fallout game would look at it that way. However, you got to look at this from the outside in, from new prospective players coming in or people who have no knowledge of the Fallout universe coming into the game. Why would you want to do a sensory overload or give away what happened in the game to where now they don't want to go play the game?
Because
so you have
here's
you have
here's
a
the, here's the
delicate
thing that I'm
you
looking
got
at it with.
you have a very delicate balancing act that you must do.
Because here's the thing that I'm thinking about when I'm looking at it. Okay, is let's just say hypothetically, because I'm just gonna say this now, because Scientist has already pretty much said it. He doesn't play Fallout. He's never played Fallout. He's never seen the TV show. So hypothetically, if he were to watch the TV show with you and I, and comes across something like that, and is like, oh, that actually kind of looks pretty cool, and I go, well, hey. You've seen this in the TV show. There's more of it. They've got the same exact vault, and it goes deeper into the game.
No, because then you're taking away the surprise. You're taking away the surprise from the game.
Okay.
And so I understand why they didn't. Now, Good Springs and some of the settlements, there's not really much to take away because I was very, very disappointed in Freeside.
They only showed I was gonna say they
Yeah.
only showed the Wrangler. They didn't show Mick and Ralph's. They didn't show Silver Rush.
And
They
it
didn't
didn't
show.
and it didn't look like it was bustling like it does in the game. So I get it to one end, it's 15 years in the future. On the other end, I was a little disappointed with it, but overall, I think the more I think about it, the more I think that's what Todd Howard and the producers were going for is give their story of New Vegas 15 years in the future and leave Good Springs and all the other stuff for a first time experience if the individual went and played the game.
Okay.
Because if you play 4, you're hooked. If you play 3, you're hooked.
Now let me ask you this: as an overall for the entire season, out of 10, what would you rate this season?
7.5.
Okay, you and I are about the same. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I mean,
Yep. And the only reason why I don't give it an 8 is because of some of the like the dinosaur being turned around. I know I give you a lot of crap about that, but for me, that takes some of it out. I thought they could have done more with the Brotherhood story there, and I felt like they just kind of let that one go. So
I really hope we.
but at the same time, I don't give anything ever a 10. Nothing is perfect. So
I really hope we see Max in next season.
we will.
I think that would be really cool.
I think he is a staple on the show now because now he is more independent. He is not of the Brotherhood now.
No, not Maximus. Elder Maximus.
Oh, I don't think we will.
I don't think we will.
Nope.
But it would just be something.
We might, though.
Seeing Elder Maxon or seeing Liberty Prime, not Alpha, the Commonwealth.
You're not
Liberty
gonna see the Commonwealth Liberty Prime. Not at all. Not a chance. And if we do, it won't be until their very last season.
Prime.
And if they do it that way, then Fallout 5 could be Detroit for all we fucking know.
I mean, there are so many different places that they could make 5 be in the United States.
Oklahoma City, St. Louis,
Chicago.
Minneapolis, Chicago, Nashville, Tallahassee, you name it. But they're running out of places. They are.
I mean, they could always go back to the West Coast too. Seattle.
Well, they mentioned, was it Portland? Because the ghoul went up there looking for his family, or was that Seattle? But they mentioned one of those two. I don't remember which one.
I think it was Portland.
I think it was
might have
too.
been Portland.
But I've said this before. I even said this when I did my Fallout thing. Was I really think after 5 they need to absolutely remake and relaunch the original Fallout and Fallout 2.
That might. I will say, as much as I would love to see that, I think that might be really hard for them to do because, like we talked about last week with doing remasters and stuff, they don't keep the source code. They don't keep.
I get that. But here's what I'm saying. I don't care about the damn source code.
But they'd have to remake the entire code in order to be
That's
able
what
to remaster it.
That's why I said remake. I didn't say remaster. I said remake. Okay? They got the story. They know what is from point A to point B.
What?
They know everything in between. They have so much playroom with what's in between that and I swear to God, if they did this, they would literally be printing off their own money, their own profit. Because Fallout freaks, as I call them, because I'm one of them, would go absolutely crazy over those 2 installments.
Mm-hmm.
So remake it and bring it out. It doesn't have to be online, doesn't have to be anything freaking fancy. Just remake it, launch it in the same format as 3 and 4 and New Vegas. Now, everybody can argue what engine, everybody can argue little stuff, and that's a whole nother conversation, but do it that way.
Well, I mean, I don't got really much else to talk about
And
with
neither
it.
do I.
I know it wasn't really much of an in-depth with it, but I'm really excited to see what they do for season 3.
Yep.
They did a good job of not canonizing any ending, like they said they were going to try to. The fact that, and I mean, as much as I want to say that it shouldn't have been that way, but the fact that the Legion and the NCR are pretty much back to full strength at the end of season 2 and are going for another damn war, that just. We're going to have to see what happens because they left off season 2 with Lucy and Maximus up in the Lucky 38. How they're going to get out without running into both the NCR and the Legion is beyond me.
Yep. Well, that's why it's their job to tell that story, and we're along for the ride. But with that, Mr. Fireball, hold on.
All right. Well,
No yawning.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm gonna continue to keep playing Tarkov. As you guys know, it's my normal schedule right now is Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. However, I'm gonna try to start getting into adding another day to that. So Monday mornings from 9 to 11, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling. Because you guys do know I do work thirds. That is why I do stream early in the morning. So we'll have to see how I feel on that.
Which works out perfect for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you good?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Nomad Nation? All right, so today is day 1 of our journey into San Andreas. It won the poll, so it's up first. Depending on when we get off here in the next couple minutes, give me about an hour and a half to reset the Shire way I need it, and then we will launch Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and start our journey with that. Tomorrow is Sunday Fun Day with Sweet Kitty Pie. Make sure you tune in for that. Monday is back to Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and then we've got Talking Tuesday. It's the same in, same out. You know how I roll. So bring your butt on over, sit down, and watch a little bit of Godfather on your computer, phone, or iPad. All right. For my co-host, Fireball 123D and Zanar Crest Rider in spirit, we are your Nomad Gamers. Until next Saturday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern,